Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I have decided I want to do a soft pink natural glam, but that's still glam. It's going to have a nice cohesive soft hue to it. Other than that, I'm going to kind of wing it the way I do best. I'm going to start by prepping my skin. I'm going to take this toner. It is a mixture of toners. The girls said I should not mix toners, but I did and I'm using it. I really enjoy starting out my makeup using a toner. I also have done my eyebrows prior to my skincare because it's just easier to apply your eyebrows when there's not slippery stuff all over your skin. But if you would like an eyebrow tutorial at some point, let me know and I can do that. Now, the next thing I'm going to use is some niacinamide, and I'm just going to pop that on my T-zone and my cheeks. And then I'm going to use my Yopoda Daylight Cream, which is just a nice lightweight moisturizer. I'm going to start out by using this Anastasia glider stick. This is in the shade Dusty Rose. I'm going to pop this all over my eye as a base. And I'm going to blend this in with my finger. It's a nice, deep, almost browny rose. I'm going to take my Flower Nose palette and I'm going to take this darker pink. And I'm going to kind of lock this in and just make sure the edges are nice and blended. Really smoke this out. You don't need to set these eyeshadow sticks. They do set matte naturally, but I do always, I don't know, I just always prefer to have a set. Plus I also think it helps blend the eyeshadow into your crease. I don't know if I want to do a bit of shimmer on it. I feel like maybe a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to start with it in my inner corners. And then we can see if we want to put that anywhere else. I think a little bit of shimmer on top of this, just in the inner section. I quite like how that's brightened up my eyes. Lovely. This Flower Nose palette is like my holy grail. I use it for my eyebrows. I use it almost every day on my eyes. Like, this is everything to me. I'm actually going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner, which is just kind of a kohl liner looking lip liner, and I'm going to use this to start sketching out my wing because I want the wing to be fairly wing-esque. I don't want too much of a smudgy wing, a proper wing. Okay, now I've got to try and recreate this wing on this eye. My lips are so chapped right now, by the way, guys. I do apologize for that. Now I've got this base wing on, I'm going to use this Flower Nose palette just to set this all in place to make sure we don't lose that sharp winged look. I'm also going to just make sure I do my inner corners with this. And then I'm going to take a brown winged eyeliner and I am going to just go over this to make sure I'm keeping that depth. It's gonna look more like we did the whole thing in liquid eyeliner when we most definitely didn't. I also put that in my inner corners. Okay, now we've done the base of our eyes, I'm gonna move on to my face. I'm gonna start by using this Too Faced Born This Way Super Glow Enhancer. Does anyone else get really bad like headaches when they wear headbands? Like, I don't know if it's my face and my head, but like no matter where I put, unless I put the headband like back here, I'm getting a headache. I'm just gonna go in with some lip balm. This is the Rare Beauty one, just to moisturize my lips. Like I said, it's gonna be quite a full coverage look, so I'm gonna take my two foundations. This is my Gucci foundation, my all-time favorite finish, with my Angel Food by Huda Beauty, which is my all-time perfect shade. And I'm gonna mix these together to hopefully create something that will blend nicely. Now, I know this looks quite yellow, but I tend to go yellow over pink because pink, like cool toned ones, tend not to look cute. They tend to oxidize on my face. I'm gonna take a cream bronzer. This one is from Dior. I'm gonna add this on to my perimeters of my face. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty contour stick in Amber. This is a really good cool toned contour. If you're fair, check this out. I really enjoy the texture of this Fenty one. It's got a nice, almost dry formula, but it's creamy and blendable. Like, it's not super creamy in the tube. And I'm putting this under my eyes too, and I think I'm gonna put a little underneath my lip and on top. For concealer, I think I'm just gonna take a little bit of my lighter foundation, the Huda Beauty one, and I think I'm gonna add that underneath my eyes because I want to do concealer first, then blusher, and then a bit more concealer, but I don't want to do 2 layers of actual concealer. I'm gonna use this NARS multiple stick in Dulce, and I'm gonna tap my brush in there and apply this onto my cheeks. Then go back in with some more of that foundation and blend these edges. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my first layer of powder underneath my eyes using the MCO Beauty powder. Then I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty in Cupcake to go over and powder the rest of this. When I did the cool toned look the other week, I really liked how matte it was. So I'm trying to take a little bit of that energy into today. I'm gonna start bronzing by using this Hourglass bronzer. I'm gonna take a bit of my Kylie powder. Use that under my eyes. For blush, I'm gonna take this pink out my Hourglass palette. And then I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Blush Honey. I think the shade is Blush Honey. And I'm gonna add that on my cheeks, on my nose. Kind of like how lifted my eyes are upwards. So I think all I'm gonna do is do my little faux lashes, kind of following my natural lashes are right now. One right here. I can always add more eyeshadow underneath if I fancy it, but I think for now I'm gonna leave it at that. Remove my lips. For lips, I'm gonna take my Comes Naturally lip liner from Kylie. And I'm gonna add this under my eyes too. I'm gonna take this lipstick from, it's actually not lipstick, it's an eyeshadow stick from Colourpop. This is in the shade Keep Dreaming. Gonna go in with my NYX brow gel. Then I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite mascara, the Dior Volume Mascara. Really lightly wiggle that. on my lower lashes too. Finishing touches, just kind of contour. I think I'm gonna add gloss, and I'm gonna combine these two glosses from Colourpop. This one is in the shade Your New Obsession, and this one is in the shade To Die For. Powder my lashes, then do a quick layer of powder. Add a little bit more blush. And this is the finished look. Let's do a little posy pose. Someone also mentioned that I need to start doing my hair, but I'm trying not to put heat on my hair at the moment, but I do kind of agree. They said it looks unfinished when I don't do my hair, but because I leave my hair natural, like, and it's also not freshly washed today, like it is in need of a wash, it does look a bit tousled, and it doesn't look like the French tousle I tend to go for. I try and go for that like French girl, like I don't care, I just am so natural look, but it doesn't really work for me, I don't think. I think I need to start doing a blow dry again. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I really enjoyed filming it. I really like this makeup look. I'm gonna go and film a couple little Instagram videos. I will see you guys next week for another video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, comment down below any videos you would like to see, and I will catch you next week. Deuces.